Hey Elsie, how are you? Thank you so much for your question. I think it is vitally important and worth discussing, debating, dialoguing, conversing for everyone and for you and I. I'm not going to respond in the little video because your comment is actually too long, so I'm going to do a background screenshot and then we're going to talk about it that way. All right, so Elise says, "Hi Hannah, with all due respect, I'm confused about your ideas on infant circumcision versus abortion. To my understanding, you are against circumcision as it's not fair to control someone else's body. However, you are against abortion as well, even though the overturning of Roe v. Wade ended up controlling millions of women's bodies. I'm interested in your thoughts on this. How is it okay to control a woman's decision about her body, but not okay to do the same to an infant? Let's talk some more." So when parents decide to do this barbaric procedure to mutilate, let's be blunt, let's be honest, let's be straightforward, to circumcise their infant baby boy, right? Or if parents, the mother and the father, or just the mother decides to unalive, to kill, to abort, to murder, to end a life that is within her, it's really the same thing because you're doing something to another person against their will. And a child, a person, a human being inside of a womb of the mother, it's its own entity, it's its own personhood, it's separate, it's its own person, but it has to have the mother to sustain, to maintain, to grow, to develop that life. That's the whole process of starting a life is inside that womb, and that's when the mother should be protecting her unborn child at all costs from the moment of conception all the way up until it is born and after in its whole life, right? So essentially, I think it's the same thing because a baby boy cannot make that choice for himself. If he's going to get barbarically mutilated, he can decide that when he grows up, when he becomes a man, if he wants to have what God has given him taken away and cut off and ruined for him. And the only reason why he would choose that is because his girlfriend or his wife or society or his peers or I don't know, other people are making him feel bad and less of a man when he's really awesome and perfect as God made him to be. There is nothing at all wrong with him, okay? And then for an unborn baby inside the mother's womb, they can't make that choice for them if their mother is going to end its life or let it live. No, these are choices that other people are making for them, and both to circumcise or to end a life. Obviously, one is a less evil than the other, right? But they're both so wrong and should never happen in the first place. So I guess when everyone's saying like it's controlling women's bodies, it's taking away our rights, how? Because we are growing a precious human being inside of us. Only us women can do that, are capable of that. That is how God made it to be. And I I want to plead with everyone that when it comes to life inside of a womb of us mothers, we need to be doing everything to fawn over the mothers, to support them, to encourage them, to give them all the resources. And if you don't want to have a baby, then you're going to have to be extra careful to use all the protection and all the birth controls and things so you don't have a baby. And if you do, there are other ways to still give life to that child, right? There are so many people that want to adopt a baby. So ending a life is not an option, and circumcising should not be an option either. So anyway, I hope that clears that up, and thank you so much for your time.